Tower 1. Do you eat sushi? Japanese reads from the top down. Sushi o tabe masu ka. On the top here is the noun, then the particle o, the top bit of the verb, the bottom bit of the verb, and finally the full stop or question mark. I've set it out on cubes to show you that the noun can change, the particle can change, the top bit of the verb can change, the bottom bit of the verb can change, and you can change a full stop to a question mark. So there are options in all of these parts. I'd like to show you how the parts work so that you can design your own Japanese sentences instead of relying on a textbook to tell you what to say. So in this slide we have two boxes coloured blue. We're starting with the verb. It has two bits, a top bit and a bottom bit. This is a summary slide of just the verb. On the top cube there are 6 possible options. Tabe, eat, iki, go, mi, look, shi, do, kai, buy, and I, meet. None of those 6 verbs make a full word by themselves. At the moment we're working with must form verbs. A must form verb must have must on it, or a variation of must. So there's a variety of bottom options here. There are must, nothing, it doesn't change the meaning of the original verb. Mashita, which makes the original verb past. Masen is like saying don't, whatever the verb was. Masen deshita is past and negative, so you've got didn't, whatever the verb was. Masho is a version of let's, and tai des is want. Yes, tai is not a must strictly, but it does work in the same way to add a bottom part to the verb. With the 6 options, you can rotate the top part any direction that you want to, but keep it on top. And you can rotate the bottom part any direction you want to, but keep it on the bottom. Rotating the bottom only first. So I want to show you how changing the bottom cube into the 6 options can give you a variety of ways of saying that particular verb. Starting with tabemasu. Tabe is eat. Mas, nothing, it doesn't change the meaning. So you have the word eat, tabemasu. Tabemashita, eat, and it makes it past. So tabemashita is ate. Tabemasen, eat, don't eat. I'm hoping this is making sense. There's 3 more in the next slide. Tabemasen deshita is eat plus didn't, which makes it didn't eat. Tabemasen deshita. Tabemasho, let's eat. And tabetai des, want to eat. You can also drop the des and make it tabetai. It's a little less polite if you don't add des. Desmas is a whole group of Japanese which is around about middle level politeness and very, very good for almost all situations. You won't get yourself into trouble by being rude if you use des and mas. Although in most Japanese speaking you won't hear des and mas most of the time. So learn this one. It gets you into Japanese. It's a really clear way of being able to use Japanese. And as you get the concept of how this one works, then you can start to learn some of the plain form and the more polite forms. So now we're working on the top cube. The top cube has here tabe, and I've just left it with must, so we're not changing the meaning of at all of these ones, we're just changing the actual verb. Tabemas, eat. Ikimas, go. Mimas, look. Shimas, do. Kaimas, buy. And aimas is to meet, as in to meet a friend. Build it your way. Have a try of manipulating the top verb and the bottom part of the verb and get as many combinations as you can. There are 36 possible combinations, 6 times 6. And the super challenge, use the table in the appendix to create more verb combinations. So you can pop more tops onto your bottoms and get a whole heap more meanings. Here are some fabulous ways to practice. Get a cube or a box. Use the table on page 3 to write all 6 top bits on one cube and all 6 bottom bits on another cube. Throw them, read them. Figure out the Japanese and the English. So make sure that you can read it in Japanese as well as understand what the English meaning is for each of the combinations you throw. If you stack the boxes, then you'll have a clear word which happens to go top to bottom, which is the way Japanese can be read. By the way, Japanese can be read either vertically, starting on the right-hand side of the page and going left, or it can be read horizontally, starting on the left-hand side of the page at the top and going right. Japanese is quite flexible in that sense, and it's good to be flexible when you're reading it to know that it can go both ways. The cubes that I've shown you have been designed to stack and be read vertically. Now I have sourced a place where I can get 150mm foam cubes, and I can write on them and sell them to you $15 for 5 cubes plus postage, or you can pick it up from me if you're interested in doing that. Please email me. The email address is just here for you. If you can't find a cube, go and find some dice. Anything that's random, just allocate 1 to 6 from the page where there's all of the 6 possibilities on it. Allocate 1 to 6 to all of the options. Use the dice to generate random combinations and get yourself moving so that you're able to use those ones really, really well. Add a challenge. In 5 minutes, how many words can you make? Do it with a partner and see how many words you can each make with a minute each. And if you'd like to expand your knowledge a lot further, then use a dictionary or any online tools to find out other verbs and put that verb at the top. You might have some difficulty with online tools and dictionaries because you will find they are in plain form. So the top part might not work with the bottom part at this stage. Again, if you're not sure, go and have a look at the appendix at the end, and I've given you lots of verb possibilities there. And of course, watch this space for a Japanese power tool app, because I'm going to try and work out a way of getting this onto an iPod or an iPad and using the cubes to make different words and sentences.